Right, guys. I hope you're not scared of heights because this story is insane. Monica, can I say it like that? For everyone watching this video right now, I try to use my words carefully, and sometimes when Americans go like, "Oh, that's so insane," probably not really insane. But this is insane. This is so insane. Now, who has a fear of heights?
Not me. Don't. Thank goodness.
No, not really.
Oh, I hope it's not going to be one of these stories where I tell the story and I'm intensely emotional and excited about it, and then John goes
yeah, whatever.
didn't really hit me, like with the Carla Fernandez film, and many others. That's okay. It's good to have balance.
I'm a hard man to please, Paddy. I'm sorry, but like I'll try. I'll make an effort this time to look surprised.
You don't have to fake it, but it would be nice once in a while.
So, yeah, sure.
We're starting to have, John. We're starting to have the dynamic of two people that spend too much time together, like in a marriage. That conversation sounded eerily familiar to my home marital situation. So, this is the story of a remarkable Polish guy called Marcin Banot. I don't know about the etymology of his surname, but it strike me as particularly Polish, but he's 100% Polish because he is crazy. Now, Marcin's passion and hobby is, illegally, it has to be said, climbing up really tall buildings. So, guys, the story, which you can click on the link below this video and be transported to the whole story, is that the people in Paris by the Montparnasse building, they're looking up and they see this geezer climbing the building. And they're in shock. I just want to quote from the
geezer is in French. It's le mec. So it's like it's this mech climbing up the building.
It is un mec.
C'est un mec, quoi.
There's going to be some pretty pony French accents coming up. Don't worry, guys. At first, people thought it was an attempted suicide. But we quickly realized that this man was completely calm and moving upwards. Yeah, BNT, so this guy Marcin, that's his kind of name. He's known as the Silesian Spider-Man, but I think BNT is the name he goes by. This was the guy climbing up this tower. I'm going to show you guys so you can see it. But I want to just pay one attention to the quote from this Parisian woman. Mm-hmm. He climbed quietly in a very smooth way, as if he had done this all his life. And I started looking at that and thinking, he climbed quietly in a smooth way. Would you expect someone to climb loudly in a rough way? That would
look, dude. She's French. Of course, she's going to say something like that.
Right.
Yeah, there's no mention.
Very poetic.
Yeah,
I think you could just see the martini being put down as she said the sentence. So,
no, all jokes aside, pastis. Surely.
I apologize. Yes,
c'est la France.
All jokes aside, guys, I'm sharing the video so that. All right, I'm sharing the video so that Moni and the other guy in this program, I think his name's John. He can actually watch this. So Marcin is actually, whilst we're watching it, has done this before, as you might say. Here he is coming up the top of Montparnasse.
Wow, he just goes for it.
Yeah, he does. And obviously he's got
starts right away.
He staked out the building the day before, but essentially this is the first time he's climbing up this bit. And
oh wow.
That's, I think, something like 200 meters. It's the second tallest building in Paris. It's been scaled by other people, so it's not actually the first time it's happened. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, I mean, I started getting sweaty palms looking when he's about 3 stories up.
That ledge.
It goes on and on and on. And he's only a few steps up. So so people start to notice, like this Parisian woman who saw him climbing quietly in a smooth way. You can see the guy's technique. He's thought about it, etc. He's got his equipment, so he's got chalk. He's got a little bit of water on a little nozzle and things like that. But nonetheless, it's basically a guy in a pair of shoes and shorts climbing up the outside edge of this tall building. Now, we have to obviously say this is dangerous and illegal. And at the start of his videos, there's a clear disclaimer that you shouldn't follow me. So we should absolutely make sure that we follow that. There you can see he's at 60 meters. He's got his own watch where he shows he's going up. So Marcin, it turns out, is quite a funny guy. So he's just climbing up and he's counting window by window. And I think it's just something to take his mind off. I mean, you can see he's got his GoPro, so he's looking down. He has to look down to make sure he knows where he is. So normally the advice is don't look down. He has to look down. It doesn't look like it bothers him. So he's going, floor, window number 30, window number 31.
Oh my God.
Number 32. Oh, wow. I'm 32. Oh, 33. I'll be 33 next month. And he carries this commentary on as he's climbing up, just sort of chatting away to himself. And So I'll move on a little bit, guys, so you can see where he is now. People are starting to notice him. There he is.
Oh my God.
That's insane. That really is insane.
It's truly insane. Now he has to rest, and this is a moment where he starts to realize that although he's prepared as well and he has experience, not his first building he's climbed, he's starting to get these horrific blisters on his arms. And in a separate video later on his hands, sorry, on a separate video, he starts to show his blisters.
Wow, it's metal, yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's extremely hot. It's over 30 degrees. It seems to be quite a muggy day. So you can imagine sweaty hands, which I had whilst watching him. And I've got a blister on my hands, guys. I just want to bring attention to it. It's quite painful. And he had really big, horrible blisters from climbing this. So there's one false step, one slip, and it's going to end very, very badly. So we should obviously, again, say it's extremely dangerous. Now, Marcin's hasn't got a care in the world. He's waving to people on the inside. He's waving to people down at the bottom. There you go. He's waving his little hand. He's taking a breather. A man opens a window and says, "Do you have un problem?" And Marcin's English is a little bit dicey. He says, "No, no problem," and then starts talking to the guy in Polish. And I can imagine the shock if I was in my office in the Montparnasse tower, and then all of a sudden the guy just climbs up.
Yeah. So casually kind of crawls past.
Now, the story develops. Marcin's climbing up, and the video itself is captivating to watch when a mech turns up, John, a le mech. A security guy who has abseiled down.
Oh wow!
Joins him, and Marcin. Actually, I have to say this is a moment where you've got your heart in your mouth, because it seems like the security guard who's abseiled down to arrest/rescue him is actually kind of irritatingly getting in his way. So he comes over and says, "Please let me tie you up," and Marcin goes, "No." So he's going to carry on, and then this poor security guy is trying to plead with him to hook on to his abseil thing. But all this whole dialogue is taking place, as you can see, really high up.
Wow.
Meanwhile, all of these Parisians are watching him climb quietly, but now he's having to chat to this security guard who's attempting to help him, but Marcin sort of fobs him off with a variety of Polish expressions, and I won't go into that. But I do want to draw attention to some of the comments, because these videos of Marcin, as you might expect, are getting millions of views. He was in the news, John, for climbing a building in Warsaw, I believe.
The Marriott a few years ago.
Exactly.
I seem to remember,
recently the Polsat building, all of which is entirely illegal and shouldn't be encouraged. And one person in the comments said, I would like to congratulate the architect that they built a building capable of holding the weight of your, and here I'm going to insert a different word, bravery. So this guy has nerves of steel, and a lot of people are saying, well done for representing Poland and Polish people. You're like an ambassador of the country, because Poles are, I think we can safely say, quite brave and quite crazy at times. Is Marcin crazy, guys?
Slightly. But he's obviously done it before.
Passion, so it drives him, I guess.
Well, I suppose you get to a certain point where it's harder to come down than it is to keep going up, and also, as you can quite clearly see, he's not letting the presence of this security guard bother him in the slightest. So they're having a kind of chit chat as he goes along. Marcin saying to the guy, "You are a good man," and he's saying, "But please come back up." Now, as you can imagine, Marcin gets to the top. Fortunately, we're very happy to say, and is arrested. He is placed into arrest by the chaps, and he says to them, like, "Would you like a glass of water?" He says to because he said, "Would you like some water on my watery thing?" So nerves of steel, quite an extraordinary guy, and there's a whole article that you can read about Marcin and the other buildings he's covered, and you can get a link to his YouTube channel just by clicking on the link below this video.
Incredible. Very insane, Patty. You were right.
That is insane.